Hello and welcome to our June Nature's Rhythms update. And we're going to take a look in this session at what energy is around right now, which is assertive action. This is assertive action in full bloom at this time of year. And we'll take a look at how we can harness that and also what gets in the way at this time, which is often that old chestnut, procrastination. So I'll take a look at the energy of procrastination and what you can do about it when you're feeling that moment where you're losing momentum, you're getting bored, it looks like life has just taken a different turn and it's nothing to do with you. But what you do know is you're going further and further away from where you really wanted to go. And you can get back on track at this time by using somatic practices, having some accountability. Journaling is also a really useful way to ask yourself the right questions. So it's pretty easy to get yourself back on track. The key is to give yourself the space and the time to do it. And actually, you can surprisingly easily get yourself back on track and find that momentum again if you really harness this energy that's around right now. My name's Leanne Campbell. I'm a life and wellbeing coach, and I specialize in somatic practices because they're really powerful ways to get to the root of anything and to be able to change things when we need to change them, to stay aligned with our values and what's really important to us so we can live rich and fulfilling lives. I'm also co-creator of a Handpicked Life, and if you'd like to check out the link below, then you can find out much more about us there. So the energy that's all around us in the springtime is assertive action. It's that directional force that is unstoppable. It's ready to go and it springs up all around us. And this is mirrored in any time where we really put in the rubber to the road. This is the time where we're no longer preparing. That's all done. We've got our dream really clear and we're ready to take action. It's often a time when fears come up and it's time to take the leap anyway, because when you're prepared, there's always that moment where now it's time to go. And this is often where we keep looping back. We go back to prep, we go back to, oh, I'll start tomorrow, I'll just wait until I've got this together. And so assertive action is often something either we can do totally blindly with fear snapping at our heels. I've just got to get this done. And when we do it in that way, that's when joy can often get stripped out of your life. You can often find yourself going in a completely different direction. And it's also a time where you really you need that trust, that there's that trust to take that step in life. So we're going to take a look at the moment when procrastination rears its head, when assertive action is in full swing. If we really harness this energy and we're able to keep ourselves aligned with our values, we'll help ourselves to really stay on track. The way to deal with procrastination is to get clarity. So you want to know why you're doing what you're doing. So you're really aligning yourself with your values. You have a clear intention. And then somatic practices will really help you cultivate the state of being, first of all, that is necessary in order to really see this through, and the state of being, so you're clear on what you're wanting to achieve through this on every level. So that is how you feel, whatever it is that you're creating on the outside and what that is bringing to you. So having clarity, using somatic practices will really help you deal with procrastination. And it's surprisingly easy how quickly you can shift blocks, feeling of unease, stickiness, those things that really hold you back from living your dreams and aspirations. It's surprisingly easy how quickly you can shift those when you get into somatic practices. So combining those with life coaching is a perfect combination to really step forward into assertive action and to stay with it. So this point of assertive action, and especially if it's something that's really big and meaningful to you, or it's a habit that you're really wanting to create, that might be something you've wrangled with for a while, but this is a moment that you're really ready to make that change. This is the point where procrastination really can raise its head in a big way. Now, procrastination can show itself in many, many different ways. It can be that feeling of lethargy, of just lost momentum. I'm now not sure whether I really want to do this. Certainly that, let's start tomorrow. Let's go back to the prep phase. Let's dream a bit more. Today's not a great day because that wedding is coming up, or, oh, it's so-and-so's birthday, so that's sort of in the way. And there's always something. Procrastination can be really obvious. It's just that fear of going, I can't do this. Beneath that is often, I'm scared of failing. And maybe I don't want to be seen. So whatever way it does show up, what it is self-sabotage. It can be that it looks like it's nothing to do with you whatsoever. Just suddenly things change in your life. You might get a surprise guest that visits you and throws you off track completely. It could be that your car breaks down. You've got to deal with that instead. So there's so many different ways that it can show. The one thing for sure that will keep you awake with this is just making that commitment to yourself that no matter what shows up, not expecting things to be smooth, and at the same time not expecting things to be rough either. And that really comes from being clear in an intention of what you're creating, and then letting go of the how, but staying committed. So staying committed to the feeling that you're creating, the state of being that you're creating via whatever it is that you're doing. And when we're really in touch with that somatic feeling, we've got the why. We understand why we're doing this. We've got the motivation to drop back into when we need it. And this time of assertive action where things can be going really, really fast, and it's important that we stay on track. It's really important to know why we're doing what we're doing. Write it down. It's a great way to check in with yourself, have those moments where you're just like, why am I doing this? What is important? Take things day by day. So you can take things in 2-day increments is even better. So you just say, I'm just going to do this for 2 days. I'm just going to be really clear. And you might have a long-term plan, that's fine, but then hone back in. These next 2 days, this is what I'm doing. Okay, and then the next 2 days and the next 2 days, and enjoy them. And that again is where the somatic practices come in, because what's the feeling with this? Is fear driving you? Are you moving away from something, or are you moving towards something? And you want to be moving towards something that enriches you. You're not proving yourself. You're not desperately trying to get away from the past or from a different way of being. Honor your past, honor whatever has gone before you, and choose with all the energy you've got right now in this moment to take yourself forward and have a clear vision. So those simple things and somatic practices will allow you to wipe the slate clean each day. So even if you take 10 minutes, deep breathing, using yoga postures, gentle movement, it doesn't really matter what you choose. It matters that there's a time where you're in touch with how you're feeling, and you're able to conjure up the feeling of of where you're going and bring it fully into the present moment. If you'd like a deeper experience of that, then check out the link below. And I've worked with emotional freedom technique, which is a simple tapping routine where you can really check in on procrastination and allow yourself to get to that place again where you build the feeling of where you're going. So it'll help to put you back on track. So please use that link below. Thank you for joining me. If you've enjoyed this, please give us a thumbs up. Please share this. We want to get our work out to as many people as possible. Drop us a comment. Let us know how you're doing. And if you'd like to go even deeper, then check out our membership where there's many different somatic practices to help you go deeper and deeper with this work. There's also a 21-day program that will help you get really clear on your why, get you aligned with your values and ready for assertive action. We also have a clarity call once you join as a member, so you have a chance to get really clear on how you can use your membership to your best advantage. And there are many ways in which you can really work with us, as little or as much as you want to be involved. So it's a great way to stay on track and to have really affordable life coaching and somatic practices together so you can really build a rich and fulfilling life.